Yeah, gossip is such a huge topic, and it's one that we all know we're not supposed to do, but it's one that like nearly anybody does, and it's so detrimental to the church. So one rule of thumb that's super easy to remember is to never talk to somebody about a problem or a person who can't actually affect any change on the problem. So when you have John, the apostle, the elder, the pastor of one of these churches, speaking to Gaius, he's not just running Gaius down. This isn't a smear campaign. This isn't our Diotrephes. He's not just running that guy down. This is an encouragement to Gaius first, not to worry about this guy. Don't worry about what he's doing. And it's followed up with the idea that Gaius could be a leader in the church. He could be one of the other leaders in the church. So they're not trashing him. They don't want him hurt in any way. But they do want to confront a sin that this guy is clearly doing, and it's substantiated. It's well known. He's kicking people out of the church. You can't do that in secret. Furthermore, what I think is encouraging is that John writes it down. John, by all accounts, extra-biblical and biblical, was no wimp. He's not afraid to kind of follow through with what he says. And so I'm encouraged by the fact that John is writing something down. You couldn't ask him later and say, I didn't say that, or somebody said. John is going to follow through with what he says. So generally speaking, the best rule of thumb is just to not talk about other people. But if you're going to, speak to somebody that can affect change. So for illustration purposes, if you go to your coworker about some other coworker, that's really not going to do much. You're gossiping in that situation. But if you go to your boss about a problem you're having with your coworker for the efforts of resolving that situation, it's not gossip. That's helpful. And so we need to be very clear in what our goals are. Sometimes we'll hide gossip in a prayer request or prayer concern, and we need to be very careful not to do that.